Hey, welcome to Growing Fruition Podcast. I am your host, Tyler Blom, and today we're with a very special guest, Nipsey Hustle.
How you doing? How you doing, man? It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yes, sir. We go way back, guys. We actually went to North Saginaw Charter Academy.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is a school. It's a private school. And we had class together and we were playing outside on the jungle gym and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it was a charter academy. You remember that? It was wild, man. It was good times. That's where I met Derek, Gabriel, all my friends. You. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Definitely a good time.
You remember Caleb Batchelor?
Yeah, I remember Caleb.
Yo, shout out Caleb Batchelor. We're going to tag you in this podcast. We miss you, bro. It's been like 10 years since I've seen you, man.
Like, that's G, that's Gilberto.
I just
my
ran
real
into
name, by the way.
Christopher at Stardust. He works there. He's been working there for like 5-10 years, I think.
Wow. I don't think I remember Christopher. I ain't gonna lie to you.
There's that. And then Hurley Riley.
I remember Hurley.
He turned into what, like a NASA scientist or something?
Really?
I think so. I think he did real well with his life. He's going to some type of college last time I heard.
He was going to Michigan University. I remember that. He said he was going to graduate and be something good, like a doctor or something, man. But yeah, Hurley always been good. I used to cut his hair. That's crazy. We met after high school.
He always had a good lineup.
So yeah, I met him through Carlton too. I think he went to Carlton with Derek. I used to go to Carlton for like 1 year. Couldn't stand it. I had to leave. I was where I went to Arthur Hill, but.
Did you go to Carlton after North Saginaw Charter Academy?
After 8th grade, I had to go to Bridgeport because Carlton didn't have open enrollment that first year, my freshman, so I had to go to Bridgeport. I went to a lot of high schools, man. Wow.
Dude, I went to Carlton right after NCA.
Yeah, Derek and Gabriel and all my friends were going. Quavon, remember Quavon, John? That's my friend too, bro.
You remember Roman from Carlton?
No, Roman. I don't remember Roman. Ain't gonna lie.
So after North Saginaw Charter Academy, guys, we ended up meeting up again
at
Delta. And what we were doing, in that boxing class, right? We were throwing hooks and straights.
Yeah, you had to take some type of physical class at college, at Delta Community College. So I took that class. I remember I seen you. I was like, this dude had a lot of energy, man. I hope he's going to burn it off in this class.
Oh, man, he was working the bag. I've never seen somebody like him he was in there doing something else. We were all in college class, bro. He was working out, beating through demons. I mean, his hands were going so fast once, I couldn't even see what was going on. The teacher had to calm him down. Remember that?
You really? She had to calm me down?
No, it wasn't a big deal, but you were definitely hitting the bag.
I was like, man, I was hitting it hard. I remember that for sure, man, because I was trying to let out some aggression. That's when my shoulder was doing all right. Shout out to my doctor for getting my shoulder back right, but yeah.
Yeah, I just went through some injuries as well. It's not fun when you are able to be active and doing the things that you love to do, and then next thing you know, life just hands you a sour plate, and you got to stand still, and you got to do things that you don't want to do no more.
That's for sure, man. You just got to take the punches as you go, man. Keep going. Don't stop.
That's a good attitude. Yeah. I get all of my strength through Christ, man. I'm telling you what, I've been through some highs and some lows. I know you don't know my whole life story. I know you've been with me since I was a young man, and you know probably more of me than the most average stranger. But, Oh my goodness, dude, if it wasn't for Jesus, bro, I'm telling you what, it'd be all over the place. I wouldn't know, like half of these rappers I see on the TV and stuff, dude. We were just talking about Juice WRLD and all these people. Like, you just can see it in their music, in their eyes. Like, it's an empty shell of who they were supposed to be when they were young, you know? Yeah,
everybody has a calling, man. It's like, Jesus is real. Shout out to him. But yeah, definitely believe in God, man. That's what helped me get through some of the situations I've been through in my life. So God always been there for me. That's why I keep my faith first. I ain't perfect, but I don't try to fake nothing. With God, he wants you as you are. A lot of people don't realize that. They think, I got to do this. I got to be this way. No, he wants you just as you are. So.
Hallelujah. That's wisdom right there, guys. He'll meet you wherever you're at. Like you said, G, you don't got to be perfect.
Yeah, I don't fake that, man. God knows when you're being real, just like, some people do, but God definitely knows, man. That's why you got to be genuine with that. I don't play with God. I don't think anybody should.
He knows your heart. He definitely knows your heart. There's no secret from him. So after Delta, I went off and I started a career of many different jobs. I was working for Verizon at some point. Got laid off. I did some trade work for a union. I was an electrician at some point. I went into HVAC trade, loved it. There's videos on the podcast you guys can see here of the story why I'm not doing that anymore. But Nipsey Hustle, man. Explain the origins and kind of what happened after the Delta classes and where the nickname comes from. That's really interesting.
From the classes, at first everybody used to call me Ghetto. So then I was like, I don't want to be called no Gil. So I went to high school and they called me G. Everybody used to call me G. Nipsey Hustle's my Facebook name. Anybody want to contact me through that, you can. But that's my Facebook name. I stand for a lot of things Nipsey Hustle did. That's why I changed my Facebook name to Nipsey Hustle. Because I really liked his music before his passing and after. So I was like, there's a lot of things you could have learned from him, you know? So he was a real wise man. But my name is G, you know? Everybody call me G. My real name, Gilberto. Everybody knows that. Don't forget the O, you know? But, you know, it's G.
You've been saying that all your life, huh?
Yeah, you know, employment or business-wise, I'll say my name, Gilberto. But if I don't have to, everybody knows me as G. Like, nobody's going to say that, but
I resonate with that, man. My name's obviously Tyler Blom, but I worked up the nickname Blom Treasy for myself when I was like 14, 15 years old.
yeah.
And it's stuck ever since. I got people I haven't seen in 3-4 years coming up to me. What's up, Blom Treasy? And a large part of that, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, is probably because I have everything on social media as Blom Treasy. The Snapchat, the Instagram, everything.
Facebook?
So, Facebook even has Blom Treasy.
I thought it was Blom Tyler or something.
Yeah, Blom Treasy on the Facebook page. Dude, I'm running 5 businesses right now. My head is spinning.
You supposed to be self-employed ever since you had that one business. You was Nick. No, I won't say that. You was Nick knocking at people's door selling meat. Remember?
Yes, sir.
I was like,
Shout out 5 Star Foods.
yeah, he was knocking at people's door. That's why I say you business, man. You got to work for yourself or work for somebody else. I work for myself.
Amen. That's the way that a lot more of us should be. We need more of people like you in this world where they want to go out and they have an ambition and they want to get theirs and they don't want to rely on, you know, the next hand-me-out to get them through the next season of their life.
It's going to take work, though. You know, it takes a lot of time and effort, but it's going to pay off in the long run. I know it is. For
Yeah.
sure.
Well, the difference between you and other people is you're willing to take that step. You are willing to have that motivation, that life force to go out and get it. The difference between you and maybe somebody else is they either don't feel that fire, they weren't born with it, they just are too depressed, they don't think it's worth it. And that's where I really like this podcast. This is what the podcast is all designed to do. I want to encourage and inspire you guys because life is a lot more than what you think it might be. The facts are that life is a free gift to you. The breath in your lungs right now as you're listening to me speak and you can feel yourself breathe, it's automatic. That's a blessing. That comes from God, the Creator, Yahweh. And what you think that your life is does not define your life. Everybody's got a spirit and a soul. So wake up and realize one day that you are not a product of your environment. You are not a victim. Get out of the victim mentality.
Right.
You have inherent value. You were created by the Creator of the entire existence. So wake up with some encouragement and just realize that the hole that you may be stuck in, it doesn't have to be forever. Matter of fact, you can reach out right now. And you can just say, help me out, Lord. That's what He's there for. And it's simple, easy, that quick, but you gotta mean it. It's gotta be a heart thing, you know what I'm saying? Deep with the heart.
It definitely gotta be that. But you gotta involve God in everything you do. Seriously, man. A lot of people ain't gonna agree with that. That's for not you to worry about. It's for you not to deal with. God gonna fight your battles that you can't. It's a lot that come behind God that people don't know about, but you got to keep Him in everything. You keep God in everything, you're going to see Him work through everything in your life.
Absolutely.
You're going to see. You put, what it was a quote I said yesterday. I said, you put everything in God's hands, His hands going to be in everything that you involve yourself in eventually.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. So just put it in God's hands. But a lot of people, you know, we live in 2022, man. They don't believe in God, don't believe in Jesus. And I'm not here to burden nobody, you know, point the finger because I'm not perfect myself, but that's what I believe in. I believe in Jesus, just like you, man. So it's a lot of people with their own belief. All I got to say is, you know, I respect that. I condone everything you do, but at the same time, I just expect the same return. You know, respect my religion. I won't say religion, my belief in Jesus, and I respect your belief.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro, because it's a lot of things people don't understand with Jesus. If you want to talk about that, it's like, okay, you got Muslim brothers, right? Okay, they read the Quran and no disrespect to them, I respect Muslims. They got the Quran. Jesus is in the Quran, but he's a prophet. But Jesus is still in the Quran. So if he's still in the Quran, why is Muhammad ain't in the Bible? And if he is, you can show me. I'm not saying I'm wrong, but I've never seen Muhammad in the Bible. So it speaks for itself, man. Jesus is in the Quran, and every Muslim knows that. So it's like, you can't say Jesus ain't something. It's a fact. If you don't want to believe in him, that's perfect. Yeah, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you don't have to knock people that do. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got their own belief. And I feel like Jesus used different people, man. He'll use somebody from a rich neighborhood all the way to the ghetto. Like, that's how God works.
Yeah. I'll speak on that. So I'm at the point in my life where I've always been a Christian. Ever since 14 years old, I went out to Phoenix, Arizona and lived there for 2 years. And that's where I got baptized. That's where my relationship with God began. I went to City Lights, the youth program, and that was pretty much the transpiration of my faith, the beginning of my walk. And all throughout my life, high school, college, all the partying I did, all the weed I've smoked, all the drinks I've drank, all of it, guys. I'm no more perfect than you. I'm no better than anybody watching this. And I think we both agree with that too. It's a point in time I came to my faith in my walk and I realized, man, I'm getting fired from jobs. I know I'm not deadbeat. I know I don't, have nothing to offer. I know I've been given gifts and talents. So what is the Lord trying to tell me? It's one of those mirror conversations. You guys know what I'm saying? You just kind of like put your hands on your knees and look at yourself in the mirror for longer than you ever should. And you realize, okay, there's something here. And that's when I had this revelation where, yeah, I'm totally with you. Nipsey Hustle. You got to approach things the right way. You have to respect how people operate because we're all humans, man. Every single one of us has the ability to have a consciousness, and that alone needs to be respected.
Right.
But there's a point that came in time in my life where I got serious. I said to myself, man, every living breath, every waking minute, I have to give back. I have to return to what the free gift that the Lord gave me. Jesus actually, you guys, he's not just the man in the sky that's here when it's good and, where are you when it's bad? Like, he literally died a brutal, tortured death on a cross, humiliated. He was God. He had all the power in the world. He could have zapped every single person with the lightning out of the tips of his fingers. But he chose, man. That's the craziest part because he's love. This whole, what is God? What is Jesus? Y'all might be watching this. It's love, bro. That's what it all comes back to. He chose to go through that brutal torturing so that we, because none of us are perfect. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. But we have to be perfect in order to go to heaven.
Yeah.
And Jesus literally said, hey, y'all are never going to be able to do this on your own. I am the only one that is capable of facing that guy, the Lord, because y'all can't do it. And he imputed his righteousness to us on the cross so that we could actually go to heaven. And when that clicked, when I had that click for me, I literally said, okay, I'm wasting my time. Any waking minute that I am not trying to actively encourage people and spread the true gospel of Jesus Christ, I don't want nothing else to do with it. Not a job. I don't care if I'm poor. I came to terms with it, man. And I'm on fire, and there's a burning coal in my spirit to get the way the world's going. We're apparently in a war now. The whole COVID hoax and all this and that, like everything's stirring up. The pot's been stirring, and I just have it on my heart to just help people and show people and tell the truth and just gather the flock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely true, man. Definitely true. I respect that for sure. It's a lot going on right now. So
Probably more than history. I mean, I know I haven't lived 1,000 years, but it sure seems like there is a lot going on right now.
yeah, it's definitely going on. You can see outside right now, it's totally different.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So actually, it's a great time to wrap it up because this is the one thing that we all have to remember. We always don't have eternal time. We don't have all the time in the world. So just like this podcast has to wrap up, folks, you have to realize you got to spend your time wisely. So I'm going to lay the red carpet out. Thank you guys for watching. Nipsey Hustle, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Appreciate it, man. I ain't trying to cut your podcast short, man. I'm just...
Is there anything that you wanted to shout out?
Oh, man, you was saying some real stuff in this podcast with God, with everything you got going on. Like, man, I told you, I respect everything, you're doing. I respect every man for what they do, and I appreciate, coming over and doing this, taking the time out to even do this interview.
Alrighty, so guys, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell so you are notified when we come out with new episodes. We are going to be going on so many more adventures in the future. I've got 3 more podcasts lined up on the schedule with very interesting people, and I'm super excited to share with you all of the experiences that they've had in their life. So as always, guys, make sure to grow in your fruits, and God bless you.
Asato Masagamaya, Asato